This episode is sponsored by SmartVestor. Connect with an investing pro for free at RamseySolutions.com/invest. You're listening to Ramsey Everyday Millionaires, where we talk investing, retirement, building wealth, and outrageous generosity.
Christine now is on the line in Dallas, Texas. Christine, how can we help?
Hi, Ken, George. Thanks for having me.
You bet. Boy, you are a bundle of sunshine. How can we help?
Thank you. So my husband and I have a net worth close to $5 million.
All right,
explains it.
All right.
And for the past 13 years, we've kept a spreadsheet charting every penny we've spent in various categories so we know how much we need to live on once we retire.
Wow. You're like George's favorite people.
This is I want to be Christine when I grow up.
We have $200,000 to $300,000 in our bank account at all times, and when it builds too high, we transfer the cash to Fidelity Mutual Funds. We know where we spend money, philanthropy, travel, and wine, and if anything happens, we know where to cut back. We actually eat out less than we used to before we reached 1 million net worth. We buy used cars, and my question is, do you recommend a monthly budget for your baby steps millionaire? I know that's looking out the front window, and we've been looking out the back window.
Interesting. I like this concept because I think you guys should be buying nicer cars, and I think you should be going to really nice dinners on a regular
It sounds like you've been too frugal,
Travel.
and there's a scarcity mindset here. Do you feel like you're spending enough and giving enough and saving enough?
I just recently let us get business class tickets on the
Whoa,
plane.
Take it easy. Now slow down, see?
That was huge.
Pump the brakes here.
Wow, I feel like you're throwing money away now.
No, but we fly
We're
premium
joking.
economy back.
We're joking.
Good,
We're
good.
actually joking,
We're
Christine.
kidding. We're saying you've earned it.
Yeah, I think business class is okay.
So you're asking, should I do a budget? Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Maybe you can switch the spreadsheet lifestyle to the every dollar lifestyle, and I think you're going to find it far less meticulous and far more freeing.
Yeah.
I think you know at this point what you're going to spend. And guess what? If times get tough, we'll get back to our spreadsheet and make sure that we're, accounting for every penny here. But every dollar is going to help you do that just the same, just without the spreadsheet. And so I would I want to know what you're doing with the $300,000. Why do you need that at all times in a checking account?
Because I'm me.
Is it a fear thing of
You think?
if the stock market tanks and we need money or what? Because you guys aren't of retirement age yet, it sounds like.
Well, because my husband's a lawyer, so we pay quarterly taxes, and each quarterly this year has been $48,000. So I have to be ready to write a $48,000 check every quarter. So yeah, that's kind of the big thing. But he would have more like $100,000 in the account. It's me. I'm the one who wants.
How old are you two?
56.
Okay, 56. Now, once you're at retirement age, where you guys are maybe is work optional, then I would understand having, a year or two of expenses tucked away in a high yield savings account. But to have $300,000 right now, it feels like you can make better use of that money by either investing it, using it toward a goal that you guys have. I'm assuming you guys have no debt, no mortgages.
Our house is worth 1.8.
Woo! And it's paid for.
Of course, that's the first thing we did.
You guys are incredible. So I would tone it down and go, okay, we know we need $50,000 once a quarter, but we don't need $300,000 all at once all year long. So let's tone it down to a 6-month emergency fund and one high yield savings. Let's have another high yield savings that's accounting for the estimated quarterly taxes. Maybe it's a sinking fund where you put in however much you need. If it's, every quarter you need $50,000, then we're talking about $15,000 a month going into that sinking fund into the high yield savings.
Yeah, because the draws are like $10,000 or even nothing one month, and then $78,000 the next month.
You've got big expenses, and that's where that sinking fund will come in handy. But it feels like you're leaning a little too far on the fear side right now of what if and what if. The truth is, you're going to have the money. We know the money's going to be there. You guys have the money in these accounts. Do you have money outside of retirement, other than the $300,000, like a non-retirement investment account?
Yeah, we have 1.8 in the 401k, 1.8 in the house, 820 invested in Fidelity Mutual.
That's just non-retirement, the 820.
Yeah.
Okay, so think about it. Worst case, you could liquidate some of that non-retirement money, and you'd probably have long-term capital gains of, likely 15%, or I don't know. What your income sounds incredibly high. What is your household income? 550.
550
Okay.
average.
Amazing. Yeah, you guys are crushing it. And, we get callers that are living more lavish lifestyles with far less with debt. And so you guys are doing great. I would encourage you to maybe increase the giving and spending arm because your savings arm, you've got the muscle there.
You're right.
So the every dollar budget will help you, force you to do that. You can put a fun money line item for Christine, and it sounds like you guys like to travel. You like wine. Let's increase the experiences, upgrade the cars, do it all with cash. I don't think you guys are the type to go crazy.
Well, I mean, just listening to her, I can't even imagine times getting tough for them because no matter what would happen to them, she would be so prepared.
There's a lot you can do here when you got a $1.8 million house, 1.8 in the 401k, 820 in the brokerage account. I'm breathing easy.
Oh, yeah, but you get the feeling she's not.
You have a feeling that at any time it could all come crashing down and we've got to be ready. I can't live in that apocalyptic mindset too long.
Yeah, no.
I'd go nuts, but way to go, Christine.
And there's something to, when a person has been tracking spending on a spreadsheet for that long. I mean, there's a deep emotion driving that. And we didn't have time, nor was it really relevant, but to tie this into the rest of the audience going, I see myself in her. There is something in her past. There just is. The way that her parents treated money, talked about money, something happened.
It created the scarcity.
Oh,
mindset.
yeah. Because I scarcity is one thing. I mean, it's almost like she has a deep-seated fear that things could go really bad really quickly, and I've got to be ready. I mean, when you're talking about somebody who says, at all times we have $300,000 in our checking account, I believe her. I think if she gets to 275, she goes, oh boy.
Wee.
And I think she feels a lump in her throat to get 25 grand more in there. I really believe that. And there's something there. And I think it's important for all of us to understand how we view money comes from something in our past. And if we're going to get out of debt and live like no one else, we also have to deal with some of those old patterns too. Because Here she is, she's winning on paper.
Yeah.
But she doesn't feel like she's winning. She's winning.
Everyone listening is rolling their eyes going, oh my gosh, this is a real problem.
I get
but it's
it.
a real problem for Christine.
It is.
Because there's emotion behind that.
Right. She doesn't see the sheer numbers. I mean, most Americans, if we went on the street, did man on the street, and you went,
oh, that'd be fun.
How would you feel if you had $300,000 at all times in your checking account? People would just start laughing hysterically.
Yeah. I mean, that's lottery winner. I'm retiring today. That's the kind of stuff you'd hear.
Right.
And she's going, I don't know if it's enough.
Right.
A lot of scenarios I got to account for.
Yeah.
But Rachel talks about this in her book, Know Yourself, Know Your Money,
I'm glad
The
you
Money
brought that up.
Classroom. So it's a great book for Christine. I'm going to send it to you, Christine. It might help you get to the root of this.
I love that.
Know Yourself, Know Your Money by our friend Rachel Cruz. Hang on the line. Christian will pick up. We'll get that to you.
Thanks for the call.
Thanks for listening to Ramsey Everyday Millionaires. Need help with your investments? Connect with a SmartVestor Pro at RamseySolutions.com/invest or click the link in the show notes. Ramsey Solutions is a paid non-client promoter of participating pros. Learn more at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor.